guys, it's Coach Gaglione here. This is another edition of our Stage Ready series. I'm a little bit over 5 weeks out. I think by the time you guys watch this and by the time this is published, it'll be about a month out. If this is your first time stopping by, I'm Coach Gaglione. This is Gaglione Strength. I've been involved with powerlifting and strength coaching for over 14 years, and this is chronicling my weight loss journey. I hit an all-time low this week in terms of weight loss. I've been as heavy as 340 pounds. I weighed, my lightest weigh-in all time was this week. It was 200 pounds. I've been consistently under 205 most days. The scale does not want to get under 200, so I'm just trying to get in like the 190s for the show. All things considered, things are good. It's been a little crazy. The Brooklyn show did get canceled. That was kind of my target, so things are going to get pushed back another week. So I officially signed up for the NPC New England Championship in Connecticut, New Haven, Connecticut on October 10th. And that's going to be kind of the focus moving forward. So at the time of this recording, going to be doing like one more week of kind of more heavier compound movements, and I'm going to start to slowly phase that out. Just like we kind of get into a powerlifting meet situation, you're going to get trainings to get more specific. In terms of bodybuilding, there's really the risk reward is not really there as far as doing really heavy stuff. My body's going to be depleted, so I'm going to be focused a little bit more on posing, focused a little bit more on isolation work that's going to kind of mimic some of the positions I'm going to be on stage, as well as just kind of bring up some weak areas. So specifically, I've been really trying to focus on bringing up my arms, specifically my biceps. So you can see a lot of curling footage. Also, when we're recording this, we also kind of get ready for our grand reopening of Gaglione Strength. For those that are outside of New York, basically New York, was shut down for quite some time, and our gym has been kind of officially shut down for about 6 months or so. We had to get inspected by the Department of Health. We got the green light, which was great. So we're having one of the things that we're doing is a strict curl contest. So I wanted to kind of, I'm not going to end up doing it, but I want to kind of use that as an excuse a little bit to kind of train my biceps a little bit harder, kind of jump into fun. I did a lot of different curling techniques, doing preacher curls and spider curls and seated curls, and lots of strict curls against the wall. And that's been something I plan on kind of adding that into the routine a little bit more. Maybe you can do a sanctioned meet at some point just for fun. It's definitely, I feel like it's been helping kind of just give me a little bit more focus in terms of my biceps training, because that's over the last 14 years, it's not something I've really took a lot of time and effort into. So, when you're doing the strict curls against the wall, it is definitely still a full body movement. It's a compound movement. You're definitely working your shoulders and your biceps. You're going through shoulder flexion and elbow flexion. So it's not completely isolation. You are kind of stabilizing your legs and stuff, but it's a really great, I think, bicep builder, and I think obviously a stronger bicep can hopefully eventually be a bigger bicep. So that's kind of the plan there. So lots of curl variations. Been kind of playing with that, using the easy bar and different variations of that. Still doing a lot of body weight training, but that'll be kind of more, we'll keep that in as far as compound movements. Right now I am doing kind of incline benching and straight, a lot of feet up benching with chains and things like that. But throughout the whole cycle, I've been doing a lot of dips, variations, also like on the playground, dips and pull-ups on the playground as well as in here. Dips and chins, kind of those push-pull, classic push-pull supersets. I think that's been really good. I've been doing some with weight, some with just body weight. That's been great. I think if you're kind of pressed for time doing those dips and chins, that's been one of the benefits of being lighter, is being able to utilize this exercise a little bit more frequently without much detriment, because usually when I'm just heavier, doing a lot of chins or dips just weren't possible. That's been a focus, and then in terms of squatting, and benching, I've been utilizing the straight bar, of course, but also a lot of specialty bars. So I've been using the Duffalo bar both for the squat and the bench press. In terms of the bench press, it's going to extend the range of motion a little bit, stretch the pecs a little bit more. And then I've also started to utilize the safety squat bar again, and starting to implement a little bit more box squatting in the routine as I phase out the barbells. Box squatting is a little bit easier to recover from, and one of the things I just wanted to kind of work my hips and also my inner thigh a little bit more, so just going a little bit wider, just kind of work my hips a little bit more. I've been doing so much quad dominant work on the belt squat on my heels, so I just decided to kind of do some flat shoe training. and again, utilizing a lot of drop sets just to kind of get a little bit more volume in and kind of crank up the intensity in terms of effort, not necessarily in terms of 1 rep max, but that's kind of what we've been doing in terms of that. So been hitting that pretty hard on the day of the inspection. I was seeing stars a bit on that safety squat bar set. Yeah, I think with the chains, it was about like 500 pounds or so at the top. We kind of added chains every single set, and did a pretty gnarly drop set at the end. And I did something similar with deadlifts as well. I did a lot of chain weight, and I believe that was about somewhere in the kind of like that 500, around 495. I think I did like 415 plus 80 pounds of chain for that drop set of deadlifts. So I'm not going to be doing as much intense like work moving forward like the last 4 weeks because I just want to make sure, number one, don't tear anything, and just kind of, at this point, I'm not really going to build much more muscle. I want to try to maintain the muscle and just get leaner at this point, so adding in more cardio and things like that. And I will be utilizing, a little bit more machines. We did get a 1970s pec deck, as well as leg curl, leg extension machine. So we'll be utilizing more things, more isolation work in terms of flies and rear delts, and then leg curls and leg extensions for my lower body. Just to kind of work on isolation, a little bit more specific, just because, you're not going to be like asked to squat on stage, right? You just need to be able to present the muscles. So just the isolation work is going to be a little bit more specific. Kind of transfer over a little bit better to the contest, just to kind of like really isolate those areas. So, otherwise, besides that, some things I've been kind of also implementing into my routine. By the recommendation of my opposing coach, Sean Cody, I've been implementing L-Carnitine, which is helping prevent fat storage and improve fat burning and increase energy. So I've been adding L-Carnitine from the first form into the routine. I think I kind of, if it's sold out, I apologize because I got all of it. But there's also some green tea extract in here as well, which has been shown to help. So these are like little 1% things. Like obviously if your diet's not dialed in, adding L-Carnitine is not going to be like the game changer. But I'm just trying to leave no stone unturned right now, so I'm adding some L-Carnitine into the routine as a pre-workout. I've been using the Project One Candy Burst. I'm not a huge person for pre-workout, but this has got some L-citrulline malate in here, creatine, beta-alanine. It's going to help with, so when I'm trying to get more repetitions in, it helps me kind of go longer. And since my carbs are getting super low, on most days my carbs are under 100 grams, most days now under 70 grams, besides the high carb day. So having in like a pre-workout in the routine has been tremendous, as well as the L-Carnitine. And I'm still using when I do have the carbs, I'll have like some whey protein, the Formula One as well, and that tastes really good. It's been helping kind of fuel my workout. So that's it, guys. I'm not going to be as enthusiastic moving forward, so I apologize. I'm a little bit tired even today, just to be honest. This is the point where it's not healthy anymore, and it's just we're trying to peak for the show. But we got to finish what we started. 6 times a charm. This is the 6th contest I've signed up for. And I'm too stubborn to quit at this point, and I want to kind of finish this goal. So it's been a long time in the making. I'm really excited. And I'm also excited to for after the show and just to kind of put some muscle and some weight back on. But we got another 4 or 5 weeks training to go, and then we'll kind of keep you posted on how that progress is going. So lots of dips and curls and chins, and we're going to kind of start to kind of cut out a lot of the barbell stuff. So training might not be as exciting maybe, but the body should be looking better. It's not about how much you lift at this point, it's about how you look on stage and how you present yourself. So we're going to do our part for that. So thank you guys for watching. If you guys enjoyed the video, please subscribe, please give us a follow, please share this video if you found it helpful. Check out the links below if you want to support our page in the future development of the program. Until next time, stay strong. We'll see you soon.